New York Times Peter Baker did something that I wish was done on a loop over the last several years. Donald Trump is a criminal. Donald Trump is not only a civil criminal, somebody that does white collar crime, he's a vulgar thief, thug, a criminal that assaults women. He does all these things. There is a certain sect in this country that have been convinced by again, the religious leaders, etc., because they've been, for all practical purposes, paid off, made a pact with the devil. Well, hell, they're the devil themselves if you take a look at how they operate with their congregations. But that said, there are a lot of people who don't quite internalize what a criminal Donald Trump really is. You know, what a malfeasance he really is. And if these journalists had done their jobs and not treated him with the standard patriarchal, you know what privilege that he has, I mean, so much more would have been articulated to prevent that metastasizing of acceptability that Donald Trump has. Well, I want you to listen to how Peter Baker enumerates his bad doings and then ask the pivotal question. And I think when that pivotal question is asked, a lot of people, women and men alike, will turn around and say, wait a minute, how will we feel putting a convicted criminal in there? I'm not talking about the 33% MAGA fanatic that really have no discernment of right from wrong when their authoritarian have spoken to them. I'm talking about those people that claim they're doing this because of, I like his policies, even though we've proven that his policies were never good, even though we've proven that his economy was never the economy that he boasts about. But again, many, that's what they're doing. So I want you to listen to Peter Baker, because I think he encapsulated it, and then we'll take it on the other side.
Peter, you meanwhile write that Trump's lifetime of scandals heads towards a moment of judgment. What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, I think we talk about normalization. I think we have forgotten a lot of the things that make up Donald Trump's record over a lifetime, not just in politics, but in business and in entertainment and so forth. And we try to do with this piece is kind of go through that record. We've never seen a major party candidate for president, much less a president himself, who has been accused of more wrongdoing, who has, had more scandals in the personal, business, political, and otherwise, going back to his youth when he was, he avoided the draft. He's avoided paying taxes. He went bankrupt. His businesses did 6 times. He's been accused of sexual misconduct. He's been found liable for sexually abusing E. Jean Carroll, found liable for widespread business fraud. His business was convicted of tax crimes. His foundation was closed down because it was seen as a font of illegality, and so on and so forth. And I think that because he's been on the stage for so long, and there are so many scandals and so many things come up, and we have so many things to talk about when it comes to Donald Trump, that we kind of lose sight of the fact that we are on the verge of possibly electing the first convicted criminal to the Oval Office.
Peter Baker asks the last final question: are we going to put a convicted criminal in the Oval Office? And I'll be frank, a lot of people don't believe in the conviction or whatever. But I mean, forget about the conviction. We know how evil the guy is. We know the things that he has done. We know all the ripoffs that Peter has spoken about, and even more. Hell, he's even admitted to many of them. So the question again is, how many people would wake up with that guy in the Oval Office and feel proud to be an American citizen and feel proud to have migrated into the laughingstock of the world? The richest nation on the planet, the most powerful military on the planet, under control by a convicted criminal with absolutely no morals, attempting to turn the country into an authoritarian not a, oh, I don't even know the word that follows authoritarian, but you guys get what I mean. Folks, you better go out there and vote, because that is how you take command of your country to ensure that it's not controlled by a thug.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.